Hi folks, it's John from lastchanceautorestore.com. I'd like to share with you an update. This is the 1950 Dodge half-ton short bed step-side truck. We did not do the complete restoration on this truck. If you recall, there was a few things that it had some issues with it. So it had issues with shifting. It was popping out of gear. So we looked after all of that. We basically changed the location of the shifter. We readjusted some things. There was a big problem with the steering box and the steering, so we replaced the steering box. There was some wheel cylinders were leaking in the rear, the brake cylinders. We replaced those. So mechanically, everything is sound and safe. And then there's some cosmetic things that we were doing. If you recall, a while ago we were talking about the suspension and the spring. Someone tried to, and hopefully we've got a lot of stuff going on here. So in terms of the ride height of the truck, in an earlier video we shared with you how high the back was, and it was lopsided. So this passenger rear side, the truck was sitting roughly 2.5 inches taller than the other side. So everything was kind of offset, and the back was sitting way too high in comparison to the front of the truck. So now we're into our detail stage. So the mechanical part we've looked after. So now we're doing some wet sanding and polishing. It was painted a few years ago. There's some runs in the paint. There's quite a bit of flaws here and there, and the paint has oxidized. And then a lot of detail stuff. So in earlier videos we shared with you these, they're very rare and unique break-in tail lights, these Dodge tail lights. So there was one that had some of the paint in the Dodge insignia, most were missing. So what we've done is we've cleaned them and prepped them, and we've painted the correct Dodge lettering. You can see also on the other side, obviously. So now we've got both the driver and passenger side. They all match with the Dodge insignia on it. So it's coming along quite well. So we're doing a lot of polishing, wet sanding to bring this paint up. So we're continually working on that. And then the other item that we did, I think you get a better idea of the camera on this side in terms of the ride height of the truck now. Now it has the correct stance. And I apologize, we got a bunch of stuff in the way, but so the stance now, because before, if you can imagine, the distance between the fender and the tire, it was roughly on this side was about 2 inches taller. So the back end looked like it was really jacked up compared to the front end. So now we have the correct factory ride height because we have the leaf springs were rebuilt. And then you can see we're doing quite a bit of polishing. Everything's dusty down below. I think the camera can probably pick it up. This cab roof, there is some runs in the paint. So it doesn't look like much in the video, but it's an incredible amount of work to wet sand polish. There's different grits of polish to get to this really smooth, and it really brings up the paint. It levels it out and increases the shine. And then we open the driver's door. The other thing that we looked after was the radio, and I think the camera person can probably zoom in on there a little bit on the dashboard. In 1950, for a Dodge truck, it's extremely rare to have a, you got your speaker there, but your radio is here on this side. So it's an AM radio. Very rare to have this, what they refer to as the Deluxe Radio, in a 1950 Dodge truck. It's the old tube style. It wasn't working. The front face was discolored. The chrome was all pitted and so on. So we had sent that out to a radio specialist. He was able to rebuild that radio. The truck has been converted to a 12-volt system from 6-volt. Whoever restored the vehicle, but they did not do anything with the wiring for the radio. So the radio was damaged, and there was tubes that were blown and needed a complete rebuild. So they rebuilt the radio. We made a conversion from 6-volt to 12. So the radio remains 6-volt, and then the truck is 12, and there's an inverter that goes between the two. So I think the camera person can probably come around the front. It's been quite a while since we've shown the vehicle, and you can see, I think the camera can probably pick it up. This is the obviously the hood half on the passenger side, and then our center section, and then our driver's side. So I believe the camera can pick it up. You can see the oxidization and the flatness and some like orange peel. There's ripply in the paint. I believe the camera can pick it up. And then when you come across this way and you walk along, you can see the difference with the hood and this cowl section, because we've wet sanded and polished this, and we're working our way that way. And you can see, I'm pretty sure you can see the difference. It's almost like it's foggy or a haze compared to the brilliance on this side. And we still have one more level of wax and polish to bring it up. So aesthetically, there's really, I think they're a really sharp looking truck. It looks great in red. So this is a 1950 Dodge short bed step side truck. I thank you for watching. I'm John from lastchanceautorestore.com.